All right, you guys, welcome back to Office of the Day. I have a very special guest as usual, but this one is a little unique. Met through a couple mutual friends. I really appreciate the time you're taking today, as time is the most valuable thing or most valuable asset we don't own. So I'm going to introduce Miss Rena Leann. Nobody could do it better than you. An amazing... the list goes on. Let's go ahead and start you off.
Hey y'all, it's Rena Leann here. What's up with y'all?
Woo! How's your day going? Thank you so much. We're somewhere in LA.
It's going well. It's the weather is kind of gloomy today, but
Right.
it's not raining, so.
Do you not like the rain?
No, I don't like the rain.
Yeah, we're in the middle of this horrible storm. It causes seasonal depression. It kind of sucks.
No, honestly, I hate when it rains. Like, I don't like gloomy weather. I don't like the rain. I love when it shines. I love when the sun is out and it's okay, it feels like a summer day. I could wear a dress. I hate being covered up in jackets and sweats and everything. That's just not me. No.
Is summertime the favorite time of year, or summertime?
Yeah, I love summertime. That's my favorite season.
Got you.
Favorite.
And obviously you kill it in every season. You guys, I'm going to go ahead and just start asking her how she has come about getting in this industry she's in. She is an amazing model, but most importantly, an entrepreneur first and foremost, and a very, very sharp mindset. I am beyond amazed. Can you tell me a little bit about your path to growing into the person you've become today?
Of course. So I started modeling at the age of 18. So I started getting into modeling because of my sister, actually. So I've always been photogenic as a young adolescent. So she would just take me out to basically on photo shoots, and also I would do gigs with her as well. As I started getting older, I would start doing gigs with her as well. We actually been in a movie together, just playing background bridesmaids. So she just really supported me in modeling, just because she was modeling at first, and now my sister's a nurse now, but she really has impacted this career in my life specifically, and she's very supportive. So that's how I started. And then my first shoot, I actually shot with MVA Academy. It's a makeup school.
Okay.
And my friend had invited me, and she was like, "Oh, I need a model to do makeup on, and they'll give you a free shoot." And I went. And that's literally my first post on Instagram was the photo shoot. I had a gold lip. It was really fire. A blue background. It was so dope. And that was my real first professional shoot.
Right.
I would say. And then I started getting into it. I started doing and you know where I started off on? I started off on Craigslist.
You
Literally.
have to start somewhere.
I started off on Craigslist. I would just type in gigs, and it would be okay, female model, or video shoot, this and that. And sometimes it would be a trade for trade. So it was just basically photographers who needed models to build their portfolio, and as well as me, I had to build my portfolio as well, so I can make my comp card and I can really get into it. So that's how I really started. And I just took off from there. And at first I was doing photo shoots, and then I got into videos, and then I started meeting and making connections and networking and going to these they were called power shoots. And sorry.
That's okay. We have another special guest, the man of the hour, Joel Daly, in the background, the big director.
How are you? So, I used to go to power shoots and things like that, and it would be tons of photographers, and they'll shoot you, and it was really cool. Like, it was really dope, and you get to meet like different influencers, different models, different photographers to network with. So that's how I really started this about.
That's so cool, and I mean, it's so glad to hear that, or I'm so happy to hear that. When you started, you just said, I started on Craigslist. So it's like, you have to start somewhere. I mean, it doesn't matter where you start. It matters where you're going to go and where you want to go.
Right.
How great is it to have your sister and your family support you on your dreams? Because many people don't get access to that kind of feeling.
Honestly, it's amazing. I really love their support, and I didn't really go down the route that all my siblings went down. They went to school and they got their degree, and they have like different type of careers, but they're very supportive, and I love that because I took like a different route, and I do it all alone as well. I'm freelance.
Got you. So you don't have an agent right now?
No, I don't have an agent. I don't have a manager. If anybody's looking for one, if anybody's looking for a model, here I am.
Got you. We'll have all of your information down below, but where can we follow you on Instagram?
At It's Rena Leann, ITSRENALEANN.
Got you. And everything, again, will be down below, included with, you just can't. She was like, I was just in the background of Bridesmaids. I love the modesty, but also it's like, own it. And it's just exciting because I want to come back to the entrepreneur side of you. You said you didn't take the normal route. Can you specify a little more on that before I get into the next?
So basically, I started working at 16. I was like working at McDonald's, working at like Sky Zone and things like that. And I just felt like it just wasn't for me. And like, especially like the pay, I'm like, man, I'm like here for hours and I'm only getting paid like $12 an hour. And I really just that wasn't my passion. I always knew that like working a 9 to 5 wasn't my passion.
Right.
Definitely not. And once I got into modeling, I'm like, oh, wow, there's, I can actually, like, it's, it's more money in this. And I actually love what I'm doing. It's like I have a passion for it. So I just stopped working. I went to school as well. I was in school for 2 years, and then I stopped going to school around COVID and things like that. I definitely want to go back to school. I want to go into real estate now.
Nice.
I was in business, but COVID had just kind of like messed a lot of things up. There was like pros and cons, like it was like good and bad, but it made me focus more on like what I really wanted to do. So when I was out of school, like I'm out of school now, but it just made me focus on what I really wanted to like pursue in life, and all of my passions that I wanted to like do.
Yeah, and I feel like obviously that's one of the hardest things to decide, and that's something that we're always constantly, or as you're going through the process, constantly going back and forth, like, oh, should I keep this 9 to 5 job, or should I keep this normal job and still pursue this? But then I'm time conflicted.
Yeah, timing is everything, and I feel like it was kind of getting in the way of what I really wanted to do, because I would be like booked for set on set, and then I'll have to go to work.
Right.
And it's like, okay, it's overlapping now. I have to figure out, if I can get to set later, or I can, I have to call off for work, because I'm like, and I thought about like the money aspect too, because I'm like, okay, I know that I'm going to make this. If I can make, like literally I was like, what I was making in a day, I can make that in like a couple of hours. Right. So I was like, okay, let me just do this. But I don't ever knock anybody's hustles or anybody's, whatever they're doing. 9 to 5 is dope for anybody, I'm just going down a different path.
Gotcha. You're going down the path that is higher risk and higher reward.
Exactly.
And with that said, I mean, I just watched this really cool like minute TikTok talking about 9 to 5s. You can use that and still pursue your dreams.
Exactly.
So it doesn't matter which route you go. You just have to find what you said earlier, your purpose.
Yes, definitely. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with 9 to 5, especially like doing multiple things and having side hustles and side jobs and things like that. Like, there's nothing wrong with that.
What have you learned from time management? It sounds like you really have a schedule.
You know what? I used to like really be like all over the place. Like, I had to really find structure. Because I wasn't structured at first, and still I find my way of like procrastinating a lot and like, you know, not being on the right track sometimes. I get kind of carried away or distracted, but I always find I always like to keep myself occupied.
Right.
And like, I don't really, you know, I don't know. I just like to fill in my schedule every day. I have something to do. I don't like sitting around and like chilling all the time and things like that. Only if like I'm with my family, of course, or you know, if it's like my off day. But I still find something that I have to do within the day. I'm not an at-home person. I'm very outgoing. I'm very like, okay, I have to do something, like regardless of what it is. If it's painting, if it's going outside, I like to.
You paint?
Yeah, I like to paint, exercise. I actually used to like design clothing and things like that.
Okay.
I like to shop. I like to eat. So I like to do a whole bunch of things. So I just like to stay like busy like throughout the day, just so that way like I just have something to do. I guess, I don't know.
Yeah, you have to stay in motion. I mean, once you start slowing down, then
and it doesn't even matter like what it is. You can do the smallest thing. Take your dog out to walk or this or that. Like, it doesn't matter. Just stay busy. Stay. Have that motion, you know?
How do you outweigh staying busy to staying productive? Because you could be busy, but not you, but I'm just saying in general, people can be very busy, but not as productive as they should be. How do you outweigh those two?
I feel like I find some, like, okay, there's something that I have to do that's productive throughout the day, regardless of whatever it is. And then find like a hobby.
Okay.
That's what I would say. A hobby and something that's productive. Whether it's like, okay, I need to make a schedule, or I need to figure out what I want to do next with what I'm doing, like my career, or just finding something that's productive. But yeah, like a hobby and something that's productive, I would say.
Stay busy.
Yeah.
Stay busy. Is there any books that you would recommend to our women listening that has impacted you?
Honestly, I haven't read a book in a long time.
That's okay.
I haven't read in a while. I really want to get back into reading. I forgot the last book that I was reading. I don't know.
That's okay though, because I mean you've been focused so much on your career and you've been advancing your career. So,
yeah.
I mean, everything is a balance, and with a schedule like that, it'll outweigh, and like how you said, like you want to go back to school.
Yes.
And I'm going to plug in with this. Tell me about these businesses you're starting.
I have this laser lipo business that I have just started.
Okay.
Went to school. Well, I didn't go to school for it, but I took a class. They taught me everything. I have my own machine, my own materials, and everything like that. And soon I will be starting all of that once I get a place to do it at, and I'm excited for it. It's a non-surgical procedure that molds and shapes the body, and also it's like really good for women who have like their bodies done, and even women in all sizes as well. Like, and depending on how many sessions you want, you'll see the outcome of it. And personally, how I started it was because I used to do it. I work with these people. I used to model for them, and like they would give me free sessions of laser lipo, and I was like, wow, that's pretty dope. Like, it's really cool, and it keeps your stomach flat, and like I don't really have to like work out, or that's when I wasn't really working out, so it was keeping my body and my physique in line.
Right.
So it's really good. Like, it's not harmful to the body or anything like that. Just stay hydrated, and it's a really cool procedure.
But I mean, you said you played soccer and you've done dance, and I feel like you do watch your diet even if you go out to eat.
Yeah, I still watch my diet, even though I'm like, I'm not like, I wouldn't say I'm like big or small or whatever, but I feel like I just wanted to maintain a certain physique.
Right.
So that was maintaining that, and it helped me a lot. I have pictures to the before and after, and after one session you can see the results. So
after one session?
Yeah, after one session. So I decided to get into that because they actually had like a it was kind of like not a sale, but it was like, okay, it was like a percentage off for the schooling, the machine, all of the stuff. And I was like, you know what, I should just try to get into it. And then I brought the table for it, the massage table, and the machine. I went to class and I just learned the skills. So now that's what I'm getting into. So I'm really excited to, display that to everyone.
Yeah. So do we have a pricing structure yet, or do we have to wait on that?
So pricing, I would say, so it starts at like $80 a session. Each session is an hour. Okay. You're 30 minutes on a machine. It's like a laser. Okay. So that's what burns the fat, but I also have like different sculpting machines as well to like mold the body, for the love handles, stomach area, suction. It's all types of stuff. So
that kind of painful?
It's not painful.
Okay.
It's not painful. It's not painful at all. It might be like a little warm, and then there's one device that, like, when you put it on your stomach, like you can hear like a ringing in your ear. Oh. Yeah.
But I mean, after
it's kind of like radiation type of thing. Like you can see, like you can hear it in your ears, but it's not harmful at all.
Gotcha. Yeah, I mean, probably from what we eat, if you're eating, depending on where you're eating out at. I mean, there's just so much stuff in our food that we can't even see.
I know. So,
I mean, it's not going to kill you.
Yeah, no, definitely not. A lot of girls get their body done anyway, and I know that's harmful, Yeah. So, like, it's really cool because you don't have to like get surgery for it or anything like that. Just be consistent with it, and you have to do it 2 days apart.
Gotcha.
So your body, you can see the results, and it's like kind of like it detoxes your body,
right?
As well.
You have to allow your body to heal as you're doing it too.
Yeah, exactly.
Back to the modeling really quick. How do you go about vetting a casting company?
So I do want to start my own casting agency. Okay. You're saying, like, how do I go about, like, reaching out to casting agencies?
Yeah, how do you go about reaching out to the casting agencies to make sure they're legit and not gonna...
So basically, of course, I look at their page. I make sure that I follow, at least have, like, a mutual friend or follower. And even if I haven't worked with them, I'll like reach out to the person who follows them, like, oh, hey, like, have we worked with this person before? Gotcha. This and that. And I'm also in group chats as well. So every time like there's something, if there's like an agency that like people shouldn't work with, they'll put it in the chat, like, hey, watch out for these people. Hey, this person didn't pay me, or this person's, they're kind of like a scam. They'll let us know.
Those are personal messages with your friends, or is that on?
It's a model group chat.
Oh, okay.
So there's different model group chats, different chats for different agencies, different chats for like just models. So those people like reach out to us all the time, like people in the group chats, and we'll be like, oh, don't work with this person, or oh, like, this is a scam. But I've actually when I started, I had to like figure it out myself, you know, and I wasn't in group chats at first. So I feel like I had some like crazy experiences with like photographers and videographers. You know, sometimes people don't really, they're not who they say they are sometimes. So,
Right.
yeah, I just had like some crazy experiences when I started modeling, just because I didn't really know, you know, when I really didn't understand the full concept of it. I was just getting into it, and I wanted to like find networking, you know, I wanted to network and make my connections, but like sometimes you really have to be careful, and you really have to like, especially when I was starting as well, I used to take someone with me too, you know,
Right.
But
Yeah, buddy system.
yeah, like buddy system, but like overall, I literally just reach out, or the casting pages, they will post castings like, oh, looking for models, looking for this, looking for that, and like it'll be specific, like looking for African American model, looking for a model, bathing suit model, fitness model. It would say it explains everything to you.
Okay.
So what I do is I either send in my comp card,
Okay.
or I send them photos. They'll be like, oh, submit 2 photos, or send in your comp card. So they look at my page, look at my Instagram, they look at my photos, and if they want to submit, they'll submit me first. And then if I'm booked, they'll reach out to me, send me all the information, location, rate, wherever it is, everything. So,
but tell me about your casting agency, how you're going to stand out of the crowd.
So, I've been doing castings for a minute now. I actually work for this videographer, and I cast all of her female models, also men models as well. So, definitely, I just want my casting agency to be very professional, and I feel like if anybody feels uncomfortable in any situation, they need to just let me know. And also, like, I want to make sure that I'm present on set. Definitely want to make sure that I'm present on set. Just make sure that everything's going smoothly, everything's professional, everything's great. Just because I've been through certain things on set, and I've been through like certain, you know, like people who are unprofessional, and you know, it just kind of like makes you feel like, okay, like maybe I shouldn't be here. Maybe like, what am I doing? You know, but definitely there's so many good casting agencies out there. And everybody usually is professional. You just really have to find those people. And I can name a few that I've worked with. I worked with Ape Casting, United Casting, and as well as, those are the main 2 that I usually work with now. And I work with just like different like directors, like M. Dot. I'm not sure if you heard of him. He's a really cool director. He always like usually books me for like shoots and stuff, and like they're very like creative. Like he has a really creative vision. Right.
And when you do this too, obviously you've seen the spreads, or you have an idea. Like, it sucks when you don't feel like you're getting fairly compensated. How do you feel like your casting agency will be able to compensate correctly and not just exploit?
So when it comes to me, I either like tell them my rate and we can negotiate, and that's how like that's how we can figure things out, like by negotiating. And for mine, I would say like I would probably take at least like 30%, 20 to 30%. And I know a lot of casting agencies kind of take more than that.
Right.
Like 50%, 60%. And you know, like we can tell that they're taking a lot out of our money, because like it just doesn't add up with our rates, you know, with the time. So definitely just watch out for that too. Like watch out for like, you have to really be outspoken and really like, how would I say this? Like, you really have to know your worth. Know your worth in the industry. Don't just do anything just to do it. Like, because they will pay. Like, if you ask and the rate is this, and I'm like, oh, well, would you be able to like raise the rate? Because this is like below my expectations, below my needs. So it's like, they'll do that if they really want you. Like,
right.
You know, just respect me and respect my rate, you know? So, you know, I would work with anybody, anybody and everybody, even models who are just upcoming models, or, you know, I work with everybody. So whoever, you know, is interested in that, my modeling agency is called Majestic Models with a Z.
Majestic Models with a Z. Mm-hmm. Does the Z have a specific meaning?
No.
No, it's just like
Majestic Models. I actually came up with this name because I was working with this artist, and he was like, you need to start a modeling agency. And he was like, oh, like Majestic Models would be really cool. We were like going over names and stuff while we were on break at the shoot. Mm-hmm. He's like, Majestic Models would be dope. I was like, oh yeah, like for sure. Like I'm gonna get into it. And he was like, oh, you should do it. And that's how I came up with the name. So shout out to him.
Yeah, that's cool. Just being in that creative flow and like,
yeah,
that one stuck. Like,
yeah,
that one's.
I like it.
That's it.
Yeah, it's so different than the other, you know, the other names.
Yeah, and it's all about empowering, right? I mean, it's on top of getting paid and blah, blah, blah. It's all about...
definitely empowering women and making sure that they're comfortable in their own skin and they have the confidence. Definitely, I really want to, like, put that out there because a lot of, like, models get, like, shy on set and, like, shy around people and things like that. But at the end of the day, like, you just got to go in there and really just know that you know what I'm saying? Like, you're dope. Like, you got it. You're beautiful. That's why you're here on set.
Right.
And just do your thing. Like, if there's nothing to be afraid of or like shy, or I feel like if you're around people who are supportive and who you're comfortable around, then you will never feel like you have to, you know, be shy or like scared or afraid to do anything if you're comfortable. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So,
and I mean, do you feel like maybe it's just because of the new environment and then they see other women and then they start comparing themselves? Or
yeah, I mean, I feel like a lot of women compare themselves, and especially like on social media and especially in this industry, it's like, okay, like, oh, I really want to get my body done because Kim Kardashian has her body done, or this and that. Like, be yourself. Be yourself. Like, no matter what, be yourself. If you don't want to do things just because other people are doing them.
Right.
You know? Do them because you want to do them. I personally want to get my teeth done, but I don't want to get my teeth done because everybody has their teeth done. I just feel like I want to get my teeth done because I want to get my teeth done, and that's just what I want to do. So I feel like go with your own purpose. Like, go with your own flow, your own swag. Like, you know, you don't got to be like everybody else. You don't got to look like everybody else. That's what makes you unique, you know?
And you plugged our next topic. How do you go with your own purpose? How does spirituality and God impact you in your work?
So I do pray a lot. I don't go to church as often as I used to. But definitely, like, my grandmother is a Jehovah's Witness. My mom is very religious. And I do just pray a lot. And I love to, like, manifest. And definitely, I do go to church when I am free. And when, like, my brother invites me, my dad invites me to go to church and stuff. So definitely, I'm just always, like, trying to be in a good headspace. Even, like, doing, like, yoga and, like, working out, that helps me a lot. And just asking, like, God what your purpose is and finding your niche in life as well,
Right.
is important. And even if you're not religious, or even if you're not, there's something that you may believe in. So,
Right.
just definitely, I would say, stay prayed up to the people who are religious and who do believe in God.
Yeah, and I've been very fortunate to be around people to remind me to make sure to take the time, like Joel Daly, like he's always saying, take that time to breathe, take the time to pray, and take the time to build a relationship with God.
Definitely. Or even, go out and journal, go out and, go to the beach, go to a view, to just, what would I say? Like, it's kind of like my happy place, my sacred place. I would say, like a view or the beach. That's like some place that I go to all the time, just to like get my mind off of things, or to like really like focus and.
Sorry.
That's cool. Just to like clear my mind from different things, and when I'm feeling down, or like when I'm feeling like kind of like out of place, I'll go like to the beach, or to a view, or just hang out with my family and friends. That like just be around people who just make you happy, and be around things that make you happy.
Yeah, and also just to add on as well, for church, you don't have to go to church to believe in God and pray to God. Obviously, it's good to go to church, but there's a mix of different energies there too.
Right.
So I think like even if you take the time to pray with your family, aside to before you're gonna eat, if you just take the time to make time for it,
whatever it is that makes you feel good, or whatever you believe in, like just. I'm not even saying pray. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not even saying, okay, you have to pray for everything.
Yeah.
But definitely just have a good mindset. Like, have a good mindset. Like, be around people who are supportive, whose energies are good. And so I would just say, just be around good people. Be around good energy all the time. Networking and all that. Make sure that person has good energy, and their aura and their vibe is good. Yeah,
and you can't be pure if you're not around pure people, or even one person. Like, you just show me your 5 friends, I'll show you your future. I always heard that as like a kid and didn't really understand that as a kid growing up, and then you grow up and you see just if you're around good people, you'll be a good person in the end.
Right.
Like no rotten apples.
Right.
What has traveling done for your mindset? You said you went somewhere that we related on.
Oh, okay. So, you know what? I love traveling. Like, traveling is such a dope experience when you get to like see different things, see how people live, and like just explore and see just beautiful, beautiful types of nature too. You know. And recently I had went to Colombia, and that was like such a beautiful experience.
Viva Colombia.
Such a gorgeous experience. And we had went to Guatapé. Like, it's like kind of like a rock with like stairs in the middle that you like can like climb up, and like the views and everything was so beautiful. The food was like amazing. Like, everything about the trip was like amazing, and like it was very like cheap too. Like, I probably only spent like $300 like in a week, literally. Like, it's really dope.
Yeah, because the American dollar to pesos is big time there.
Yeah.
Did you go during the summer?
I went in April during the springtime.
Nice. Yeah, it's still a good time for when
and the weather is amazing. Weather is very amazing. Food amazing. People are beautiful out there too. And very, very sweet, very, very welcoming and nice. So that was like one of my favorite trips that I've been on, and been to a couple of other countries and states and everything like that. So, and I also have done like a content modeling trip to Dominican Republic, and that was really, really dope. And I got to like shoot with horses and it was just gorgeous. They, they paid for all our expenses. They had a chef. They had everything. We did ATV riding. We did like a lot of excursions, and that was just so fun. And to like really meet a whole bunch of different photographers and that were like from other states and countries was so dope. Like, and we just all made like a very, very like great connection and a really, really good bond. Like, I just felt like we were like a whole little family. I felt like I was like on Love Island without like love, like without like finding like a love or something, but like it felt like I was like on an island, and like I had to like, it was like, okay, like this is like my family now for these, like I was out there for like 2 weeks, literally. I was out there for a long time. I was out there for a long time, but it was so beautiful, and everybody just made me feel really, really comfortable. And I went with some models, and it was photographers, and the person who funded the whole trip too. So.
Yeah, I like how you included that, because it just also just reminds you to be grateful for everything that we have here, because I mean, you see like really messed up things. The first time I went to Colombia, I was 9 years old, and I saw literally a kid with no shoes on the soccer field that was just dirt and rocks, having the best time of his life.
Yeah, a lot of people live like very freely and very like I don't know, like it's just a different mindset out there, and it just like comes back when I come back here to Los Angeles and the United States. It's like, damn, we have so much stuff, and we should be grateful for everything that we have here and all of the opportunities and everything. So it just like makes me open-minded, and I definitely would love to like go back and like give to the people out there too.
Got you. What do you have coming next that you? What's your reality? What's a couple short-term goals in quotation marks that you're looking to hit?
Ooh, I would just say expanding myself as a brand.
Gotcha.
You are your own brand, definitely, and I want to expand my business and hopefully just get that going, because like right now it's like I'm kind of focused on like my modeling and work and everything like that. So I just really want to find that time to like focus on my business, the laser lipo, and the and also the modeling agency as well. So those are like my main things that I want to focus on this year, and also like within myself, I really want to just like continue to like exercise and really just start saving more too.
Nice.
Yeah, I really want to start saving more, and just budgeting and making sure that I'm like putting my money into like certain things, and even like investing more.
Yeah, but just be intentional with it. You'll do it.
Yeah,
it's just like everything. Being intentional with getting more gigs, being intentional with making sure to work out, being intentional to have fun and enjoy yourself.
Yeah. I want to you always have to have a balance in life as well. It's not all just about work. I love to have fun. Like I was saying in the beginning, I was like, I'm very outgoing. So I love to be around my family, my friends. I love to party, have fun. I drink. What I'm saying? I do everything. I'm a normal person. Like I do everything. But you just have to find a balance in everything you do too. You can't just get too carried away. It's not party every day. It's not work every day. It's like you have to find that. It's the balance to it. You have to definitely find a balance to everything.
And it's so hard to do, and it's so hard to find. I mean, at least here in California or United States, we always feel like we have to work because of X, Y, and Z and needing money, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. But also we need to make sure if we're not taking care of ourselves.
That's why you make your money in your sleep too, you know?
Right.
You invest, you find things, it's not all about just working a 9 to 5 like I was saying, or just, working. Like, no, don't beat yourself up. Don't do that. And then all you have time is for like nothing else, like make sure that you have time for yourself, your family, your friends. And, that's all about it. That's all.
That's all. And, what I want to leave with here is you kind of already mentioned it. What are 3 things that you're going to be intentional with to grow on for the next week?
Ooh, for the next week, need to get back in the gym for sure.
Gotcha.
Definitely want to start the laser lipo business as soon as possible and get my clients in. I already have like a few people who reached out to me and things like that. So definitely I'll like put my schedule out, and I'll have a link in my bio, so they can check that out and like see like, you know, what it's all about. It will have everything, like what is laser lipo, how does it work, etc. So definitely I'll have that in my bio.
So you're gonna have that on TikTok and Instagram?
Yeah.
Well, you know,
TikTok, Instagram. My TikTok is the same as my Instagram. It's Rena Leann. And as well as my modeling agency. Like, I definitely want to get that going as well. And I really want to start having, what is it? I want to like start my modeling agency, and I want to get like my roster going and things like that. So, yeah, those are like the 3 things that I really want to focus on, like this upcoming week, this year, and definitely like just continuing to find my purpose and continuing to like grow and succeed.
Right. And as an entrepreneur, obviously, you know that you can do a lot, but you can't do everything all at once. So just map it out, continue to map it out. You know, if you ever need help and you want to consider looking for, obviously, a marketing agency that can help you market as well on these platforms. You know, for everybody else that's listening, Creative Vibes is here. Creative Vibes Only is here to help you out. But ultimately, just when you said it earlier, help people, support people, and you'll see your success go with them too, because it's all about contributing to each other's businesses, especially because these big corporations, they already have everybody. Let's help each other. Right.
For unity. And definitely want to make sure that everybody is not overlooked.
Right.
You know?
And we can be. We can overlook ourselves, and we can think that we are dictated, our success is dictated about how much money we make because of all this other distractions out there. So just, like I said, be yourself.
Yeah, definitely.
Be your best self.
Yes.
Anything else you want to leave with? And we didn't. We'll mention that down below in the bio, but we didn't mention your Honey Drip page. But that's all.
That's like mainly like y'all can click the link and you'll find out what that's about.
Cool. Okay. Thank you so much, you guys. If you haven't told yourself already, tell yourself, I am purpose. I'm finding my purpose. I will continue to
believe in yourself.
Yeah, believe in yourself. And what else do you want to leave them with?
And stay prayed up and be confident. Like, you know, be around beautiful people, beautiful energy, beautiful auras, and definitely stay safe out here.
Stay safe. Office of the Day with Rena Leann. Tuning in and tuning out with Pasadena's Wolf. Thank you so much, you guys, and have an amazing week.
Bye.